Skull friends, and welcome to the Outer Worlds 2. Our saga continues. Hope everyone's having a great day. I have a little bit of an announcement. Quick update. Um, I've been really hooked on Outer Worlds 2 lately, and honestly, it's where my creative energy is flowing right now. Between streaming, editing clips for TikTok and YouTube, and keeping up with Borderlands 4 on Tuesdays and Thursdays, I've decided to pause Hearthstone streams for the time being. I still love Hearthstone, but I want to focus my time on what's inspiring me most. Deep, story-driven sci-fi adventures where I can really sink my teeth into. So, for now, expect Outer Worlds 2 content on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, and Borderlands 4 on Tuesdays and Thursdays. More clips, shorts, and chaos will be coming your way soon. Um, without further ado, that being said, let's get into Outer Worlds 2.
Why hunt for this DeVries person? You both work for the same outfit. Just wait for the next company party and chat awkwardly like civilized dysfunctional colleagues.
Got my coffee here. Gotta have my coffee. Alright. I believe I already talked to Inez about what happened. She's got her, her graft yesterday.
Seems you've been scouted by Fairfield's finest to assist our efforts in the war. You know, since the ceasefire will inevitably fail. If you do, it'll be great for the folk here. And great for my resume, if I'm honest. Few bullet points like that, maybe it'll be enough to win me a spot on a higher rung. And you? If you help, what are you getting out of this?
Nothing. I am an Earth Detector agent. We are sworn to protect and serve.
Uh-huh. I've heard that one before. Ain't had many dealings with the Earth Directorate myself. You're the first agent I ever met, in fact. But you get things done. I trust you. As for the rest of your organization, can't really say. They hate corporations, I've heard that much.
Yep.
But what about you?
Yep.
You buy into their policy too?
Yep. Yep. It's our job to keep corruption in check. Let's see. It's our job to keep corruption in check. This for all corporations.
No, not all. Look, I'm sorry. I ain't intending to get into any grievances here. Let's just say I'm a little dubious about the whole keeping corporations and corrupt governments in check thing. Ain't seen evidence of it yet. But maybe you're liable to prove me wrong. Anyhow, reckon we should keep moving.
A lot has happened lately. I'm sure you have some thoughts.
Sounds like your old pal DeVries was in deep with the Order. Now, I don't know a whole lot about them, but I don't reckon fanatical is part of their employee code of conduct. And as you've seen, that kind of loyalty can pose a real problem to everyone else. But we'll track her down before it comes to a head. Don't you worry.
Yeah, that's the thing. I'm not sure if I have an issue with the Order itself, but I do have a problem with fanatics and zealots.
Fine by me.
Let's discuss some personal matters.
How personal are we talking?
Did you like working under anti-choice?
Like ain't the word I'd use, even
Yep.
before I was itching to tear up my contract and set it aflame. Auntie gave me
Excuse me.
autonomy, gave me the choice to do more than just struggle to survive. They treated me better than my last employers did, and despite recent events, I believe in their mission. We can give folk here in Arcadia a better life.
I think either I would say that one or so the advertising says. I'm gonna go with you certainly could, but do you think that's really what Auntie's higher ups are after?
Course. I mean, obviously procuring resources and bolstering their influence are pluses, but there are easier ways to get those than liberating a colony. You can think what you like, but my focus is on the people. I want to
Good.
do for them what Auntie's Choice did for me. They ain't perfect, but they're a damn sight better than the competition. I ain't the only one who welcomed the chance to enlist with open arms, I'll tell you that. The same could happen here.
True. I bet most people would do anything to be free of the Protectorate.
It ain't like we want folk to owe us for saving them. But with freedom comes new purpose. If enlisting helps these folk find themselves, then I'll be pleased to see more recruits. Now, do I got qualms with Auntie? Sure. But I'll tell you what, when she overthrew those Spacer's Choice bastards in Tau Ceti, my home system, that takeover was the best thing that ever happened to us, even if it took time to see it. But I reckon that's a tale for another day. That all you wanted to discuss, or
No.
fine by me?
Mentioning you were from Tau Ceti, what was it like there?
Not great. It was a mining colony under Spacer's Choice. Didn't have much, but my parents worked hard to ensure we had shelter and a warm meal every day. They're good folk. I love them. But I don't think they ever quite grasped how bad things were before Auntie's Choice came. They warned me not to join up, you know. Said we'd all get burned if we put too much stock in the promises of this foreign corporation. But I'd rather take a risk on them than be resigned to how things were.
Maybe Spacer's Choice made the same promises to them.
Maybe. Though what I've seen from Auntie's Choice should put my folks' doubts to rest. Right away, I got the offer to enlist and the bonus paid at signing. Our colony was isolated, which meant our Spacer's Choice overlords could do as they saw fit. Everyone lived in squalor, save for a select few. We were little more than workhorses. Those of us at the bottom only found joy with our families, our friends. But love alone can't get you through the toughest, darkest winters.
True. Must have been difficult leaving everything behind to come here.
I miss the sunsets, and my folks, though I know they're well taken care of nowadays. But that's about it. Most of my friends joined up when I did, so we took our community with us. Leaving my hometown itself, it was an eager farewell. Though there is one person I keep thinking of. The grandpa who lived next door, Vincent. He used to draw posters and ads for Spacer's Choice. He had style. Of course, that didn't last. Age caught up and his hands started failing him. Couldn't draw, couldn't lift heavy objects, could hardly walk without exerting himself. In Tau Ceti, if you couldn't work, you didn't get ration cards. We shared what we could with him, of course, but what we got already wasn't much.
It's horrible.
We didn't know that at the time. It's just how life was. Last day I saw him, he refused the half-salt tuna can I tried to give him. Said it was him lending me his strength. He was gone the next day. We searched all over, then realized he must have wandered off into the wilderness, not wanting to be a burden. We never found him. Can't hardly open a tin without thinking about him now. So if you're wondering why I still hold a candle for Auntie's choice, after everything, it's because I know had Auntie arrived just 4 months earlier, Vincent might still be alive.
I can sympathize with your mindset on that. Real sorry to hear that in this.
It's been years now since I talked about it. He was a good man. He deserved better. So did the rest of us. Anyhow, ain't meaning to talk your ear off. Fine by me. Couldn't say. I was in it all of 2 days before my graft started festering. Before that, I was an infantry medic. Our platoon was one of the first to touch down in Arcadia. I would have continued serving on the front line in an upgraded capacity, but, well, once the state of my graft became apparent, it was decided that parting ways would be best.
Oh, that's a good question. Why would they give a medic a graft in the first place?
We're among the most valuable targets on the battlefield. If we go down, our entire platoon's at risk. But boosting our constitution, making us stronger, making the enemy soil themselves at the thought of enraging us, there's a lot to be gained there.
But only if it works.
Well, yeah, there's that. Look, I knew dismissal was a possibility when I volunteered for the procedure. A successful graft is a boon, a failed one is a colossal liability. I'm a walking lesson in breakage. Just fine. Would prefer to fix the arm, of course, but I've made peace with the idea that I'll never be how I was before. Some folk couldn't do the same. This is the way of things in Auntie's choice. If you can't prove your worth, you're left behind. I'm here, trying to play catch-up. I miss my platoon most of the time. I hope they're holding okay. Enough to keep up morale. I know the nonstop jokes from that bastard sustained me for weeks. Yeah, he's tough. He'll be all right.
Sounds like you miss him.
Of course I do. Can't help but wonder if I'm missed in return. Anyhow, I would rather return to the matter at hand. No use dwelling on those out of sight and out of mind. Right.
Been thinking about your graft. What if Doc Tinsley's expertise isn't enough?
If this new graft fails, you mean? Then I keep pushing forward till I can't anymore. You didn't see me when I first got out of surgery and came to Paradise Island. The fact that you and I met at all is a testament to Doc's skill. But suppose if her treatment doesn't stick, then maybe it's my time to go. You can only cheat death so many times. You know that as well as I do.
But I don't intend to lay down and die. I don't know. I'm not going to say that. I'm not going to say that.
I owe Doc more than I could say. She helped me without even asking for payment or a favor up front. I never would have thought folk like her existed out here. She reminds me of the folk I had back home in Taucetti. Generous despite everything. The thought gave me comfort when I first sat in her chair, barely able to walk without help. I'd rather not dwell on those moments, if it's all the same to you. What matters is the here and now. Fine by me? Well, like I said, we were both in the same unit. Me as a combat medic, him as a machine gunner. Everyone in my unit was from Taucetti, so we already had that in common. And we served on the front lines, which made us look out for one another that much more. See, most of us were laborers, and we just got our first real shot at something greater. We wanted to make a name for ourselves, and what better way to do that than become a hero? Our onboarders promised that if we demonstrated exceptionalism, showed initiative, that we'd get promoted quick. And our days of living in squalor would be far behind us.
If I go and you fell for it, that kind of implies that she's stupid. So, you don't think it's odd that Anti-Choice put their newest employees on the front line?
It ain't like they forced us to join up. We did that on our own. And it said in our contract that they could send us wherever we were needed. Can't complain if where we're needed is in a trench staring down the barrels of a minigun.
They took over Tau Ceti, your home, and then treated you as expendable. That should bother you.
I reckon that's a difference in perspective.
You joined the grafting program in an effort to prove yourself, is that right?
Of course. If I did my part, proved my worthiness, it paid dividends. Though, none of that holds true if your graft fails and takes you out of service altogether. Reckon Ortiz would have gotten grafted too, had he not missed the cutoff. I'm glad he did. He always thought himself the exception, but this kind of failure is beyond our control. Learned that the hard way. Anyhow, I hope for his sake he stays out of trouble, finds another way to prove himself. Maybe get out when he does, with as many bits as he can carry. We spent a week crouched in the same foxhole under aerial bombardment. Shared water one sip at a time by the end of it. Anyone would have been friends after that. I don't know if I would have made it out alive without him. Maybe I'll tell him that over a beer one day. Praise him in front of the whole saloon. Law knows he's got a thing for heroics. Better than I'd feared. Only had to bury 2 troopers and amputate 5 limbs. I'm thankful every day that the Protectorate can't aim for shit. He kept me clear-headed. Every so often there'd be a lull in the bombardments and I'd hear voices all across the field, calling out for aid, for mama, for death. Almost got my head clean taken off when I tried to scramble out of the foxhole the first night. I heard a call for help and moved on instinct. Damn foolish of me, really. Ortiz told me not to panic, to wait till he could provide cover, to just shout first aid instructions where I could. It was too valuable to fall in battle, he said. It was a rough few nights at first, knowing I couldn't help folk who needed it. And the reward for that torment was my life. I appreciate that, Commander. In any case, I'm only standing here because of a damn fine soldier who became my friend. I'll carry that knowledge always. Fine by me? Yeah, figured you might. I want to say up front that I got nothing against you or your crew. Ain't one to judge the firearm by its plating. And so far, you ain't given me reason to doubt your character. But the Earth Directorate itself, it's got much to answer for.
Why do you mistrust them?
The Earth Directorate swore a promise to every colony out there. That if you plead for help, help will come. Maybe not immediately, but you know, maybe sometime this decade. But that's all a heap of shit. You know how many of us in Tau Ceti tried to send messages? And when that didn't work, how we begged the stars for the Earth Directorate to save us? They never responded. Never showed up. Not when I was a child, certainly not by the time Auntie's Choice came around. You ask me, you're selling folk a lie.
Oh. I'm not really sure we even have that many agents. Especially after what happened at Horizon Point. Alright, I'm gonna go with that one. I mean, I'm sorry that happened to her, but I can only do what I can do.
I know that. I see you doing all you can to help folk. Look, I ain't holding you to account for the Earth Directorate's ills. No more than anyone would hold me to those of Auntie's choice. We're our own people. No matter how often I'm hit in the face with that fact, with you, with Ethel, it's rather easy to forget at times. But talking through this reminds me. And I appreciate it, Commander. Nor do I. Fine by me.
You have anything to say, Miles?
Sure hope Val isn't missing anyway. Need something, Commander? Sure. Always happy to tool around.
Okay. Trying to remember what I was gonna do. I kinda wanna investigate this place over here. Or I can do that later, obviously. Oh, I know now what I was gonna do. I was gonna go back to the incognito and try to open another box. Native species. Oh, that's a good stealthy outfit. But I'm not doing that. And was it a gorilla suit or something? Kind of looks like that. Alright. On this character, I won't be using that, but I'll sell it. Tactical projectile defense dome. I probably won't be using that either, but I'll keep unlocking these things. You know, I'm gonna keep Inez with me. Alright, then in that case, let's go ahead and say cares. Ah, yes. Some of Zebulon spell subversives we captured. Free them. Yeah, alright, let's work on that. Maybe I can unlock an upgrade for Niles.
To what do we owe the pleasure?
I still don't even really know what that is. Like a shield of some sort? Kind of reminds me of Borderlands 2. Like the shield over Sanctuary. And the mortar strikes that would come from Hyperion. They would try to strike Sanctuary. And when the missiles hit the shield, it would do that. Kind of a similar thing. Alright, now we're gonna go this way. I forget, what does this one do again? Oh, okay. Yeah. Automatics.
Now you can taste.
Oh.
Don't worry, don't question, don't doubt. Let your betters think for you.
So where do you see the weak spots? Because I don't see a weak spot.
Back in business. I outclassed.
Let me know when you need an instruction.
I was sure that was the ending.
Did I just save someone? Oh. Oh.
Thank you for saving me. I wish I could return your kindness in some capacity, but I left everything behind when I fled. Though you're most welcome to my old protectorate equipment on that ledge. I won't require any of it from here on out. That part of my life is behind me for good, it seems. The commander of the base to the east, Brigadier Montelli, has gone mad. He's
So I've
executing
heard.
loyal subjects as traitors on a whim, without even a mention of refreshment. He claims his actions are in the name of the Sovereign, but nothing he does is in alignment with the paradigm. He's obviously ill and needs to be removed. My partner and I are loyal subjects of the Protectorate, but we were forced to flee after pointing out the obvious. Is everyone so oblivious that they can't see what is going on?
Oblivious individuals in the Protectorate? You don't say.
Unfortunately so. Although this must be the first time. It's only temporary, though. I know the Sovereign will soon put it right. I was to meet my partner in a cave to the northwest of here. We were
Oh, I
going to
met him,
hide
yeah.
until the current Montelli crisis has been resolved. I fled Montelli, but I'm still loyal. Once I stop shaking, I'll continue on my way. Thank you again, stranger. I owe you my life.
Now, what ledge were you talking about? Up here?
made it in. Guess the Protectorate ain't so good at watching their own backs after all.
Wow, I just found another sneaky way in. I'm gonna remember this when I do play a sneaky character, but I actually intend to go through the front door. I mean, Hogarth helped me a lot by giving me what I need, and I'm not just gonna disregard that and sneak in anyway. Alright, but what ledge was he talking about? Oh well, whatever. It's about then. Yeah, he's a monster that needs to be put down at this point. Alright. Alright, there must be a way to sneak in. Don't think it's around that way.
It is the duty of every Protectorate subject to ensure they are operating at peak efficiency at all times.
They're stringing up their own people. Sick bastards.
Invasive! Disruptive influences! Invasive elements! Shifting to a less exposed! Replenishing my firearms for our beneficent leader! Tightening to cover!
Not walking this long. Get me back up. Knew you had my back.
Okay. Holographic. This has a holographic reflex sight. Alright, let's try to save these guys. Damn, that guy got turned into a pile of goo. Reminds me of using like plasma pistols in Fallout. Alright, got a key. like a
Back
cell.
again. Thought we were done for now. You again. I heard fighting. What's going on?
We're not Protectorate. We're your ticket out of this hotbox. Esculepe sent us.
Escalape? Zeb sent you?
Please, boy.
Wait, you're Niles, aren't you? Count on Zeb to go as far as raising the dead to help. But it's too late.
Thank you for the follow. Pleely boy? Is that how you say that? Pleely boy? Thank you. Okay, I kind of missed what was said here. You again. We're not Protectorate. We're your ticket out of this hotbox. Zeb.
I gather you haven't noticed the bodies in the pen here.
Oh. The others don't look like they suffered easy deaths. What happened?
Montelli, damn him! He executed March and Pharaoh outright, ranting about traitors. Then
Yeah,
the
he's
consul
a
sentinel
monster.
arrived to conduct a
Needs to be put down.
preliminary interrogation. She tortured us for information. The others didn't survive her enthusiasm for the work. I'm only here because the consul wants someone brought back to him, alive. Lucky me. The cipher, right. I managed to memorize it before I was nabbed. 02519W. Should help Zeb decode the intelligence we sent him a whole lot faster.
Alright, great. Head back to Zeb.
Please don't think me ungrateful for your efforts, but I'm not going anywhere.
If
What?
you're too hurt to walk, I'm sure the commander and I could...
No, it's not that. I need the Sentinel to take me onto that transport. I want her to think she's won. And then, just as we leave orbit, I'm going to blow her pretty ship to pieces.
That might just be the most ruthless bait and switch I ever heard. Your friends ought to be proud.
Thanks. Funny what ideas come into your head after losing a molar.
It's usually best practice to blow up ships. You're not on board?
I'm no martyr. If there was another way to protect Zebulon and our cell, I'd take it. But if I escape, the Protectorate will pursue me, and everyone I care about will be in danger. I'll make it look like an accident. Mechanical failure. When I was being tortured, I saw some frayed wires near the fuel system. With the right spark, I think I can ignite it.
Niles, what do you think?
I have my doubts. Even if she managed to spark a few wires, that ship's bound to have a fire suppression system. It would kick in if there was any real ignition.
What do you propose, then?
Not blowing yourself up, for starters.
You know how relentless the Protectorate is. But if I die, that's the end of it. The consul will turn his attention elsewhere, and our cause can continue in the shadows. Please, if you can help me sabotage the transport, then help me. We don't have much time.
Might be I could sabotage the transport from the outside. Make it look like negligent maintenance. What do you think, Commander?
I agree with Niles. You shouldn't sacrifice yourself, Audra.
The others paid with their blood to protect the cause. How can I be unwilling to do the same?
Just because they did doesn't mean you have to. Your dying won't bring the others back.
But it might prevent more of my friends from suffering the same fate.
Your life is valuable, Audra. Don't throw it away like this.
All right. I'm going to trust you on this, if only because I don't feel my head screwed on quite right at the moment. I just hope you're not wrong. No point
hope
in
so,
remaining
too.
here then, is there? especially since you've already gone to the trouble of unlocking the gate. Tell Zeb I'll rendezvous with him later, somewhere safe. One last request. Don't damage the transport. A lone escapee is already insult, but a sentinel killed, her transport destroyed? The Protectorate won't ignore such outright injury. Anyway, thank you again. Look after yourselves.
I know what Audra said, but what if she's wrong? I can't help thinking we shouldn't leave without bloodying the Protectorate's nose first.
You have something in mind?
I could still go through with our plan from before. Sabotage the transport, make it look like an accident. Wouldn't be hard. I'm torn. On the one hand, Audra might be right. But when else are we gonna have a chance to take out one of the Consul's lackeys and a Protectorate vessel in one go?
Think Audra's wrong about the potential for blowback?
She was ready to fulminate herself before we talked her out of it. I'm just saying, maybe she ain't thinking so straight. That Sentinel's not gonna stop. She'll find new targets, new people to torture and kill. If we do nothing now, their blood will be on our hands.
I agree. Audra asked us to not damage the transport, though. And I agree, the Protectorate wouldn't ignore such an outright injury. I agree that something should be done. But I too, am worried about the blowback. I know you want to make a difference, Niles, but are you sure this is the best way?
I've spent 10 years on the sidelines watching people suffer, not being able to do a thing about it. We can do something here. So shouldn't we?
Think about the risk one more time, and then decide. I'll abide by your choice.
I hate it when you're right. Tempting as it be to watch that Sentinel fry, best not to risk the blowback. I appreciate you helping me sort this out. Let's get back to Zeb. He still needs a cipher, and he'll want to hear about what happened with Audra.
Okay. I understand completely, Niles. I do not blame you, and I would have loved to do that, but I would have loved to go through with that plan. And if you thought about it more and still wanted to do it, okay. Alright, I think that's everything here. Don't think we can get on this. No. Alright then. Let's go back to Zeb. Where was he anyway? Ah, right. Westport. Hi, Sadie. What are you doing? My dog. Over here being a mopey dope. A mopey dopey dope. Alright, let's go. He is down there, right? Yeah. At least, you know, enemies don't respawn. Like, so I killed all the Krabbels here, and they're still dead.
Yeah.
Yep. I hardly ever look at my character in third person. I think I look pretty good. That hat is ridiculous, though. Look at that hat. Ridiculous. Alright, anyway, let's go. Save. And you know what? I'm not reloading saves like that. I'm going with not my first playthrough. I'm standing by my decisions here in this game. Unless it's just truly horrific. Alright, Zeb.
You've returned, but where are the others?
We pulled Audra out before she got herself blown up for the cause, but we were too late to save the others. A Sentinel worked them over real bad. I'm sorry, Zeb.
Damn the Protectorate! I'm certain you did all you could. And I'm especially grateful you were able to rescue Audra. I'd be at sea without her. And what of the cipher? Thank you. I was beginning to fear I'd have to decipher this intelligence the hard way. Perhaps I was mistaken about your commitment to making amends, Niles. Thank you for being true.
Can't fault you for having doubts. But I have changed. I am changing.
I hope you'll both forgive me my earlier disposition. I'm not normally so surly.
Don't worry about it.
I'm pleased Niles has found such a supportive friend and ally. That's a rare thing in this colony. I haven't much to reward you with, but take this. It's something I had started on for Niles long ago. Hopefully it fits. This information came at a steep price, but I'll put it to good use. Expect to hear from me should our cause require further assistance from the Earth Directorate's best.
And just like I thought, Niles got an upgrade. I think I can upgrade him
Is it me, or has... Anyway. Need something, Commander?
with the field
Sure.
tinkering party upgrades, right? Yeah. Okay, cool. Probably make him do more damage with his weapon or something. Plasma, increase damage, shock, increase damage. Or... I'm gonna make him a bit tougher because he's kind of my tank right now. Let's go with corrosive because corrosive damage will like really burn through his armor. So we'll make that better. Okay. Armor upgraded. All right. I guess let's try going through the front door. If that doesn't work, I could go in one of the other two ways that I found. Sneak in. I should have what I need here though, because of Hogarth. So let's save. Oh, eye is itching. Hold on. Okay.
Oh, Oh, these damned bodies. Why can't we just bury the lot of them? Oh, even my damned hammer turns against me. Blazes, that stings.
Oh my god. I wonder why they display them like that anyway. I mean, I know why they display them, but like specifically like that, I wonder.
Theoretically, it shall take me 4 hours to hang 8 bodies. But Montelli killed 6 more yesterday, and my shift only goes for 3 more hours. Sovereign's mercy. I fear hanging all these corpses is beyond my capabilities, and I certainly need no distractions. What is it you want? Is that you there? Why do you have an Auntie's Choice abomination in tow?
Careful now. You're speaking to a soldier who could put one between your eyes at 100 paces back. Lucky for you, I'm here in good faith.
Ugh, no matter. I cannot afford to worry over you. I have a grave number of bodies to hang and not enough time to hang them. Now, what is it that you want?
What's the hurry? The bodies ain't going anywhere.
Perhaps not, but the current backlog of executed traitors is soon to be replenished. I have to make sure everyone gets a chance to be hung for display.
Okay, go with that. Use a conscription.
Vigilant Hogarth sent you? I wish I could help, but he's been named a traitor. These credentials might as well be stained in Protectorate blood. That being said, I am from Westport. If Hogarth trusts you, let's just say I'm willing to listen. The Brigadier sees enemies everywhere, sappers in every shadow. Approaching him under questionable license is to risk being shot. It's too dangerous for us both.
We'll go with that. You said Hogarth's trustworthy and his orders are valid. Please let me in.
While it pains me to act in what might be contrary to the Brigadier's personal conviction, I do believe the Sovereign would expect me to honor the Vigilance Station. Still, I can't simply have you saunter through the gates. It would cause a terrible stir. Though there must be a way. The gibbets. There is little view of who's within them, so I can use them to haul you into the station without notice. I won't lock them, so you can free yourself once inside.
Is that what you're hanging people in? Gibbets? Before we mention, she might know something.
I remember her. She and I occasionally met to take pot shots at the local crabba population. She worked on the command floor. There's a chance she lingers, quietly continuing her work. Or she could be dead. Regardless, it has been quite some time since I saw her. Allow me to open them for you and your companions. Getting folks inside can be a little tricky, and try not to move much or they'll start swinging something fierce.
Okay.
Can't believe that actually worked.
I can. It's pretty smart.
This cannot be happening. Not again.
Hey, a vendor. Damn. Okay. Oh, I am reloading. I didn't mean to buy that shit. I thought I thought I was selling it. And yeah, you only sell things back at the tiniest fraction.
This cannot be happening. Not again.
Sell junk. Sell. Yeah, we'll sell that. No. Oh, that fetches a good price.
Happy to assist in crafting more ammo if you need it.
Come, quickly. We must all bear witness.
Technicians Acna and Gastrell, you stand accused of manufacturing a fatal flaw in one of our valued dragoons. Have you any last words to express your shame?
That dragoon was already defective. Oh, we were only rebuilding the logic assembly so that...
At last, the truth alights. I hope this belated confession unburdens your conscience, though it will do nothing to commute your sentence. On the charges of sabotage and treason most contemptible, I find you both guilty. Our misunderstanding.
More loyal subjects executed. And valued technicians, no less. I cannot see how reducing our own manpower guides us down a path to victory. Wait. I don't recognize you, soldier. Are you a new transfer? No, you can't. Montelli's insisted on a complete lockdown. No one permitted to come or go from the station.
Hogarth.
I recognize your voice. Murray, isn't it? From Horizon Point? I thought for certain I'd read your name on the list of casualties. Nor do you match their description. Yet you say you are here on behalf of Hogarth, with a writ. The Sovereign's mercies never cease. Others named him traitor, but I never believed it. If anything, Montelli is the one who has betrayed his duty. He's inflicting more injury to the Protectorate right now than the whole of what Hogarth is accused of.
Oh yeah, 100%. I'm not interested in who the bigger traitor is. I just want to deal with Montelli.
You'd be ill-qualified to make such a determination anyway. Perhaps now we can finally put an end to all of this lunacy. If I can just speak with Montelli, maybe I can persuade him to stand down. Go to
Men
his
like
terminal.
him.
Search for any information on it that may be deployed against him. Also, while you're there, notify High Command that I'm taking control of the station.
Hogarth warned me you'd want to try that. He thinks it's a bad idea.
I'll admit there's some risk in having my actions misinterpreted. I could be named a traitor, as Vigilant Hogarth was. Or sent to mental refreshment. No. Surely High Command will understand the need for this transfer of power. What I do now, I do for the Protectorate, not myself. Besides, Montelli is not merely my superior. He's also an old friend. I must make some attempt to get through to him. Remind him of what true service to the Protectorate means.
Men like him, he's beyond logic at this point. The very best you could possibly bribe him with information, but I'm not necessarily worried about obeying anyone. That's true. This is how I really feel. Until he's too far gone.
Weintraub is fearsome in her own right, as anyone who has dared cross the Protectorate knows well. I'm a bit stunned she would express any such fears to you outright. I suppose it speaks to how untenable the situation's become.
Alright.
Much as I prefer a peaceable solution, you're right. The Protectorate would be made stronger by his passage. If he cannot serve as a general, he may yet serve as an example. It would still be best to invest in his colonel for anything that might unsettle or unbalance him before a confrontation. You will need your own access card to get upstairs. Blank key cards can often be found in the contraband room, and there's a terminal for encoding access in the security office. Head through the door to the right and continue down the hall. You should find your way without much trouble. Oh, but mind the guards. They'll still attack you on sight. I will join you as soon as you go to confront Montelli. In the meantime, I'll gather what weapons and allies I can.
Well, Montelli's gonna be a boss fight for sure. But gods, am I eager to kill him. Actually, let's switch out this plasma grenade with a distraction device.
Did you hear Montelli lock the thrusters?
I heard nothing. And neither did you.
But if the box relay launches, we won't be able to change its trajectory. It could land on one of our towns.
Are you questioning the actions of our brigadier?
No, of course not.
Good. I was sure I misunderstood you.
Enemy approximating in our vicinity, Command.
Take the heat off.
Two lots couldn't hit the broadside of a freighter. Hey, got a distraction for you.
Their location ascertained. Contact
Armed and
lost.
ready.
Left breaking for cover.
Oh, it's a turret too. You know what? I'm gonna reload that. You know what? No. It's fine.
help, Commander.
Efficiently and in short order. Restoring the battle.
Am I even hitting it?
Ostensibly, I must reload.
Ask for help, but help?
There.
Back in business. Someone call for him.
Really? That's actually fine. I want to reload anyway. Especially now that no one's watching. I didn't want to do it with a viewer.
Did you hear Montelli lock the thrusters?
I heard nothing, and neither did you.
But if the Vox relay launches, we won't be able to change its trajectory. It could land on one of our towns.
Questioning the actions of our...
Guns cocked and loaded.
identified.
Just get the signal. You lot couldn't hit the button. Come at me.
Reprobate!
Quarry found. Breaking for cover.
Good night. Replenishing my firearm.
Let's get you healed. Happy to help. Discreetly. Someone call for a medic.
Where is it?
Let me know when you...
Gluttony. Nah. I need to be nimble in combat because as a gunslinger, I kind of probably will be more of a run and gun type. What's this? Oh, is there a way to sneak? Oh my god, okay. You know what? I'm gonna do that actually. What? My little kitty. I wish I had a melee weapon right now. I don't think I can do a sneak attack with,
Did you hear Montelli lock the thrusters?
I heard nothing, and neither did you.
But if the Vox relay launches, we won't be able to change its trajectory. It could land on one of our towns.
Are you
Eyes up.
questioning the
Hostiles.
actions of our brigadier?
No, of course not.
Good. I was sure I misunderstood you.
I don't know if it's gonna work. I kill him with one shot.
Did you hear Montelli lock the thrusters?
I heard nothing.
I'm gonna try.
But if the Vox relay launches, we won't be able to change its trajectory. It could land on one of our towns.
Are you questioning the actions of our brigadier?
No, of course not.
Good. I was sure I misunderstood
Got some
you.
bad company.
It's over there?
Alright, well that wasn't actually very helpful. But... I think that was handled pretty well.
Well, prudence dictates, I inquire. It's over there?
Those are very useful. Oh shit. Not even going there. Where did he say to go exactly?
Appreciate if you cleared out. It's over there? Trifling nuisance. Resolved on its own. What?
Forbidden seasoning? The seasoning was not seasoning. And now I'm a mantisaur. Okay, that inventory? Great.
Yeah.
That's somebody.
Get the order, and I'll take care of him, Commander.
Fuck.
There.
Looking a little woozy there, Commander.
Oops. Dang it. No, I didn't mean that either.
Someone call for a medic. Out of sight and on the way. Let's get you healed.
All reactionary.
Taking cover!
Over here! Free hole in the head! Come at me!
Idlers and freeloaders.
Lights flashing before my eyes, Commander! Revive me!
Get reacquired. Forever vigilant. None shall hide from system's resilience. Best refill this thing.
Ready if you need a house call.
Hastening to cover.
Enemy to ask for help. Not exactly up for that right now.
Your insides are leaking outside, Commander.
Replenishing my firearm.
Beck, happy to help. Discreetly. To the rescue. Sight unseen.
I am out! Through his beneficent guidance. Reload!
Ready to take the heat off you, Commander. Just a win.
Replenishing my firearm.
It is perfect.
Open my trust
Oh.
issues, Commander.
Sorry, my bad. That's actually not bad. I mean, at least I might prevent them both from going down, and more often than not, I'm not able to revive them in combat anyway, without getting myself killed. So yeah. Flawed? A flaw called flawed. Fine, I'll be right back. Now that I have a moment, chat, I need to go to the bathroom. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Now let me figure out if I want this. Flaws must be accepted, but you gain an extra perk point every 5 levels. No, because I could get some horrific flaws. No. So much for being sneaky, because he immediately ran and got help from the other room. That was pretty smart of him, but kind of just negated all the sneaking I did up until that point. Might as well just went in guns blazing from the start. I mean, I haven't really built my character for sneaking, so not really surprised that it went down like that. Ah, there's the key card. Yeah, see, there it was the whole time anyway. I just simply missed it because I was trying to hurry before I got caught, which I did anyway. And honestly, I bet you I didn't even need it because I could probably have hacked it, but... I think I've had that one before. So I determined that nothing important was here, right? Okay. I'm just not really sure where I'm supposed to go. So that door is barred shut. Do I go back to him, or? Did I get the information I needed on his terminal? Alright, yeah.
Got eyes on some no good.
Want to soup?
Out of sight and on the way. Let's get you healed. Commander, you're bleeding. Medkit coming your way. Back it. You're looking pretty scathed, Commander. Help me end this fight on my feet. Catch me up, then we'll talk.
Yeah, that's alright. I went into that with yeah, I don't know. I'm definitely gonna do a sneak assassin build at some point with this game.
Driving onward! Breaking for cover! We've done it in!
Fix me up first!
Out of sight and on the way.
Oh, fuck that guy.
Practicing some battlefield medicine.
Let's reload!
Oh my god. The Dragoon is... Man.
Got trouble, man.
Take the heat off, Commander. Just say when.
Breaking for cover!
Commander, you're bleeding. I'm still a bit sleepy.
Hey, I got a distraction for you.
Fast, back in business.
Not walking this off. Stand me back up.
Out of sight and on the way. To the rescue. Sight unseen.
Found him, McRae! Cover!
Lay low, Commander. Medic's orders.
That cover spot looks much better!
Little pick-me-up for you. Looking a little...
Advancing.
Damn it.
Check enemy light just turned on.
Outsider!
tree!
Over here! 3 hole in the head! That's what you need to worry about!
Vitals looking a mite marginal, Commander. Not quite charged yet. Medical pack, out!
You can't fight contentment!
Need a house call.
Trigger finger's still tired! System about contact established. Dip me in!
You're looking pretty scathed, Commander. To the rescue. Sight unseen. Out of sight and on the way.
Corrosive substation penetrating. Assassin susceptible.
Oh my god. Hey there. Hey Twitch King. How you doing? I'm alright. I'm a bit annoyed at the moment because, well, not annoyed, but frustrated because this room is a bit hairy. And, I've died a few times. Let me see. Maybe that might help. Oh, it's going all right. Thank you for stopping by. Like I said, I'm a little frustrated because having a hard time with this room here. It's a bit hairy. I've died a few times.
Just get the signal.
Crossing boldly. Invader neutralized. The enemy of cover. Giving chase. Ah, these fools still.
Brass ready if you need a house call.
Rival dispatch. He's
Oh, great.
Help me end this fight on my feet. Not exactly up for that right now. I look like I can do that.
God dang it. Yeah, I can see why. I completely 100% don't blame anyone for like stopping in and watching my stream at the moment and leaving immediately because I suck. I don't blame you.
Hostiles. Get the order in, I'll take care of them, Commander.
charging boldly. Into the
I'm the one you need to worry about. I'm at it.
replenishing my.
I swear, how am I not hitting them?
Breaking for cover.
Brass ready if you need a house call. Commander, you're bleeding.
Hostile eliminated.
Let's get you healed. Out of sight and on the way. Someone come. fight on my feet.
Shifting to a less exposed spot.
Taking cover.
Taking cover. Listening to cover. Sustain the system.
Armed and ready. I got a cover spot looks much better. Come on out. So we might talk.
Faster launch.
Holy shit, we did it. I don't know if I've ever been more shocked in my life that I succeeded at something. I am saving right the fuck now. That was definitely, hairy. I'm just glad that's over. All right. Oh, that's where the mech station is. Okay. Make sure everything's reloaded. All right.
Looking low on ammo there, Commander. I could help you whip something up.
On certain ammo, not the ones I use, I don't think. Uh, actually, I could use some more compact rounds, probably. And burst biomass pistol ammo, too. Let's get those back up to, like, I don't know. Like, let me...
Now's not really the time for a chat.
I know,
All
but
right, but we best do this quick.
Yeah, let's do more of those. And more of these. Alright. That's fine. We're good now. Oh, I gotta use the workbench here too. Sorry, man.
Admittedly, yes, but those were minor incidents. I can confidently assert that under my strict hand, this station remains impervious to the invaders' foul ingress. Not one of my soldiers lacks for discipline, as I have imposed the harshest penalties to those who have strayed from the righteous path. As instructed,
What now? Ah, an intruder. Of course. I was warned the paradigm would test me, and here you have arrived. And Corbin. By your presence, am I to understand that you've turned renegade as well? Of all the serpents writhing beneath my boot, you were the last I expected to strike at me.
The only renegade here is you, Umberto. You forced my hand through your paranoia and cruelty.
I'm killing traitors, seditionists. I am purging our prized garden of chokeweed and all manner of slithering things. My methods may seem callous, but a swift response to treason is necessary to prevent this crisis from worsening. Auntie's choice, bah! The invaders are vacuous opportunists dead from the collar up. They would not have found purchase here if not for the festering rot already in our soil.
Festering rot? Hell of a way to speak of your own forces, Brigadier.
Or perhaps your auntie's choice simply lacks the standards to separate out mediocrity. Nevertheless, I am not afraid to speak what's true. Our great protectorate has lost its way. Years of comfort and plenty without stricter enforcement have softened us, made us weak, undisciplined. If only the Sovereign heeded his consul's wisdom, he could restore the protectorate's honor, instead of shaming his forebears by leaving such a grave task to others like myself.
Yep. I see no honor here, only a madman's empty justifications for violence.
My vision was once as clouded as yours, but I see through the vapor and miasma now, to the truth of what must be done to render our mightiness anew.
It's as I feared. You really have gone beyond the reach of all reason and honor.
Yep. Was that still in question, right?
It was a lingering hope, nothing more. I don't suppose you have anything more to add, something that might further our purpose? Now would be the time to deploy it.
I never, like, where the fuck even is this terminal? Great.
You incompetent! I asked you to do one thing!
I don't know where it is.
Trusting the enemy to do your bidding.
Alright, let's go find that terminal then. Alright, where's this fucking terminal then? Alright. Outer Worlds. Oh, okay. To the right after you exit the elevator. How the hell did I miss that? I was gonna go through that room too, but then... Okay, I thought there might be another door. Okay. Well, I don't know what the extra info is. But... Wow. Struggles. Well, at least he sees that. I don't think that gave me any information that I needed.
Huh. Appears our good brigadier is being guided by someone else's hand.
Okay.
You wager that influence is what pushed him over the edge?
Okay, alright, that might be what we need. That might be all.
Can't have our fearless leader firing on empty. Let's get to crap.
Alright.
Admittedly, yes, but those were minor incidents. I can confidently assert that under my strict hand, this station remains impervious to the invaders' foul ingress. Not one of my soldiers lacks for discipline, as I have imposed the harshest penalties to those who have strayed from the righteous path. As instructed, I...
What now? Ah, an intruder. Of course. I was warned the paradigm would test me, and here you have arrived. And Corbin. By your presence, am I to understand that you've turned renegade as well? Of all the serpents writhing beneath my boot, you were the last I expected to strike at me.
The only renegade here is you, Umberto. You forced my hand through your paranoia and cruelty.
I'm killing traitors, seditionists. I am purging our prized garden of chokeweed and all manner of slithering things. My methods may seem callous, but a swift response to treason is necessary to prevent this crisis from worsening. Auntie's choice, bah! The invaders are vacuous opportunists dead from the collar up. They would not have found purchase here if not for the festering rot already in our soil.
Festering rot? Hell of a way to speak of your own forces, Brigadier.
Or perhaps your auntie's choice simply lacks the standards to separate out mediocrity. Nevertheless, I am not afraid to speak what's true. Our great protectorate has lost its way. Years of comfort and plenty without stricter enforcement have softened us, made us weak, undisciplined. If only the Sovereign heeded his consul's wisdom, he could restore the Protectorate's honor, instead of shaming his forebears by leaving such a grave task to others like myself.
I see no honor here. Only a madman's empty justifications for violence.
My vision was once as clouded as yours, but I see through the vapor and miasma now, to the truth of what must be done to render our mightiness anew.
It's as I feared. You really have gone beyond the reach of all reason and honor.
Was that still in question?
It was a lingering hope, nothing more. I don't suppose you have anything more to add? Something that might further our purpose? Now would be the time to deploy it.
You're a puppet, Montelli, doing someone else's dirty work. You know it too, don't you?
Enough. Silence your disparaging tongue. Better yet, I will do it myself.
Give the order and I'll take care of him, Commander. Man, you lot could hit the broadside of a freighter.
All charged up. To the rescue. Sight unseen. Let's get your deal. Out of sight and on the way. Looking a little... Back in business.
Advance!
Medkit coming your way!
Swiftly moving to cover.
Chain spark cannon. Huh. Try to aiming at lots of enemies, just aim at one. This gun does the rest. It's a machine gun. That sounds really cool, but I didn't really spec for that. That's pretty cool, I have to say. Excuse me. Alright, let's save.
This is the control room. Bet you last month's earnings that DeVries left her mark here.
Oh, key card. Aha. Two unearthed masters. Victor. I guess that's it.
I don't know who you are or how you accessed my private terminal, but it won't do for prying eyes to have evidence of my activities. I've triggered the Vox Relay failsafe ejection routine. But worry not. After launching, the station will take several minutes to achieve its pre-programmed self-destruct altitude, so you'll have plenty of time to enjoy the ride before your death.
Great.
We gotta do something. If the Vox crashes into Fairfield, it'll kill a whole lot of my people and innocent civilians. Use the control panel. Do the right thing.
Of course. I'll let anything bad happen to Fairfield, trust me.
It's a relief to hear you say so. Go on then, Commander. We're short on time as it is.
Wait, no. Let's see if I can... Oh, to Westport? Oh, you know what? That's actually fine because, see, good thing I convinced those people to leave there. But I could try that too. Everyone left Westport, right? What happens if... Alright, I'm going to save. You know what, and I'm going to look this up first too. Well, you know what? No, fuck it. Let's see if I can just shut down the whole thing. Because even though everyone left at Westport, might still be people there. I don't know. So we'll try that. My lucky trait. Perfect. Now launching into space, sparing all from harm. Great. Alright, still gotta escape though.
We ought to move, quick.
Gotta wait for the elevator, Inez. Oh, did it really just launch the whole station into space? Wow. Nice. Achievement. Ooh. What's this? Elevator. Oh, okay. Oh, holy shit. Okay. Oh yeah, I wanted to finish that one too.
Strange state of affairs.
My aftermarket parts are fried.
Your insides are leaking outside.
God damn.
Not walking this off. Stand me back up.
Oh my god. Okay, can I just leave here? Travel to where now? To Golden Ridge. So, yeah, that's to leave. Alright, I need to finish these two. Ah, yes. Good, I can just leave. I mean, there might have been loot and stuff out that way, but not worth it in my opinion. Wait, that's not where I wanted to go. I wanted to go here. Didn't I? Yeah. And then I'm still looking for the propaganda. I'm not sure if that's gonna all be on Paradise Island or if there's gonna be some elsewhere.
Greetings, potential customer. State your business. Initiating commerce.
Oh. Did I just buy that stuff? I thought I was selling it.
You sure do go.
When did I... On the last save here. Maybe I'll stop making this stupid mistake. No, I don't want to be here. I want to be over here.
Greetings, state your business.
Sell.
Happy to assist in crafting more ammo, if you need it.
Yeah, when I was here last, I completely forgot to go back and talk to this guy.
What can I do for you this time? I knew Dr. Bryant would come through for us, that she'd prove her worth as surely as any subject of the Protectorate would. Seeing as you're the only one trained in the use of that gadget, what say you put it through its paces? Make your way inside the repair hangar and find the control terminal to purge the Zeranium. And be careful with that terminal. We don't want the situation getting any worse. Don't worry about Woodrow. Smart fellow, but his cautious nature gets in the way. Yes, there is some risk that exposure to Zeranium will corrupt our automechs, to use his colorful language. That shouldn't stop us from delivering them on time. I'm sure they'll be scrubbed clean once they arrive at the Vox relay. But that isn't our problem to solve. You be sure and come back once you've made progress on the leak.
So I assume that I need to use the gas energy deflection apparatus? Yeah. Okay. Make sure I'm tracking the right quest. I knew that was an area I needed to go through. Alright, I'm gonna take a bio break and a quick smoke break because it's been a while. I just went this whole boss fight and everything before I came back here, so I'll be back. I guess I can give y'all something to look at, maybe, I don't know. Yeah, I mean, at least there you can see my character and all that, and my skills. Alright, I'll be back. Sorry, I didn't expect anyone to be there. No, I don't care about Stream Boo or any of that. Okay. I'm sorry to whoever's watching. I did not expect anyone to be watching a screen of me doing nothing. But I need to, unfortunately, go take my roommate to the store, to the bank, and all that. So I'm going to have to split my stream up. So I'm going to stop here, and then I'll be back on hopefully soon. So I'd say probably like 30, 45 minutes, an hour at most. But I'll be back, and I'll be streaming Outer Worlds 2. So I'll be back.